like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check it back.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
On the ground, it's Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go. Time to end it. Don't get nervous. Go. Keep moving, boys. Keep moving. Hey, rush in. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Back.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Leo. Hey, exit. Ready.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Go. Tight up. Shoot.
On first down, here's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set. 60 outlaw. Slam. Rock it. Check. Lucky. Topper.
Second and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Tackle. Check 99. Check. Crunch.
From the gun, Lockhart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down. Now coming up. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Hey, I 7.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. I got one. Take 4. Look at me. Door. Get.
On 4th down, Lockhart. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now it's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Sam off.
Switch gears.
49, check 49. Bravo.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Check 13. There. Hit it.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Christian Travis. Undercut. Hard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lockhart. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the double.
56 is the mic. Here we go. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go. A little flare.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Lockhart. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Turn it up. Come on. Turn it. Watch the eye.
It's Geis on the counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
On first down, here's Love. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
6 man. Check curl. Check nickel.
And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check hot route. Hot. Get him all. Rest. Check. Wheel.
On first down, this is Geis. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Off the field. Jim. Hey.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Go. Check three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch the edge.
Kill.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This is caught. Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Henry. Let's get it done, though. Let's get it together. Hey, alert 3. Tighten up. Ready, go. Right over there. Yeah, 58, right there. Let's go one more. Chance, go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Under 10,
To throw on second down, Lockhart. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Leo.
Throwing on first down. Lockhart completes it to Davis. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Set, ready, 8, read. 61, matchbox, right. Yeah.
On first and 10, Lockhart. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
6-6. Bullet time. Go. Check three. Get it.
This a quick pass to Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up.
Rock it. Watch him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
This is Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Go!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Switch recon, 132 fighter. Bang! Ready?
To throw again, Lockhart. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Roll out.
Check it back. Hey, check 24. Check.
Now. Hey, two.
Joker. Mike 56. Mike.
Two.
They run with Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Lockhart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 20, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 9.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 43.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, Haskins. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Here we go. 57 ending. 54 Mike. Coming to you. He's coming. He's real. We got double up. Check 50. Slam. Switch. What?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I'm on. Check. Lucky. Sponge. No.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Lockhart. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Set. 8 read.
Check 56. Nice screen up. Check four. Check.
Hard.
From the gun, Lockhart. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Check 31. Check 31. 64. Wait. Out.
And that'll set them back 5.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hayward.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Lockhart. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lockhart. And he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Leo. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Lockhart. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Undercrunch.
This is Geis. 20. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Big stop, D. Let's go. 36. Save.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Hey, Haywood.
And the 49ers first down.
You think you gonna get this?
What? Protein spill.
Check.
Gone. Big rip.
On first down, Lockhart. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, echo.
Pick the edge. Go.
Rock it.
Check hot route. Hot.
From the gun, Lockhart. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set. 70, Indy.
He's not going to get me. Mark 55.
Look at me. Door.
Check.
Now.
Throwing on first down, Lockhart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, orbit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Topper! Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Lockhart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Three down. Hey, high 7. So go.
Throwing again. Lockhart looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, Lockhart. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 14.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Showing it.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. All day, baby, all day.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Redskins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm on the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause